Good morning, class. Welcome back. We are dealing with the chapter number 13, that is our environment. We saw there are two different types of environment, natural environment and human environment. Then we talked about the ecological balance. What is ecological balance and the importance of natural environment? What is the importance of natural environment? Our topic of the day would be, why should we protect our environment? Is it really necessary? Is it really necessary to protect the environment? Should we protect it? Is it of any use? This is a big question for all of us, that why do we require to protect this? What are we getting out of it? See, if our life, if our existence on this planet is possible, it's all because of the environment. It's all because of the greenery that we are surrounded with. In a very simple term, in a very simple language, our existence is only possible with the help of this environment only. If there was no environment, if there is no environment, the human life will not sustain, will not exist. This is one aspect. Other parts are, or other aspects is, all the basic materials that we get, all the basic raw materials, either in the form of herbs or medicines, or in the form of different types of raw materials which are required for the production of different goods and services, comes out of the environment only. It is the environment which is actually making our life easier and easier. So in spite of cutting down, in spite of believing on the principle of deforestation, we should plant more and more of trees and make our surroundings more and more greener and greener each and every day. Come to the topic, that is, why should we protect our environment? It's on page number 85. Page number 85. Environment is necessary to support us. It provides us with various necessities of life, such as air to breathe, water to drink, food to eat, and land to live. All these come from the environment only. Environment does not have a peculiar definition that it means so and so only, but it is the surrounding area where you live up, where you put up. But where do you live up? Where you get all these? That is air, water, land, and purified air. Not only the air, but the purified air that you get. Those all parts comes from the environment only. Not only this, it provides the different natural resources like plants, food, fuel, minerals, and energy. All our industrial activities depend upon different raw materials provided by the natural resources. All the industries, whichever place it is, whichever part of the country or the world, wherever it is functioning all because of the ecological balance or the environmental system. It is the environment which is actually absorbing all the poisonous gases of the industries. If there were no environment, those poisonous gases would have spread to the different parts of the population and would have harmed or have killed the different parts of the populations. So the life of the people or life on this planet is only possible because of this environment. Hence, we should do nothing to play havoc with our natural resources by recklessly exploiting it and thereby damaging the environment. We should take every major step to protect this. It is our duty. It is not only the job, or it is not only the duty of the government of India, but the entire population has a basic duty from the moment they come to this world, come to this planet, that is, they need to protect this part, environment. If only environment is protected, then our coming generations will be recognized or will be appreciated. Irrational use of natural resources like forest, pastures, farms, minerals, etc. would harm to us such an extent that no reform measures later on would do anything to repair the loss already done. See, once it is lost, it is very difficult to recover. Once the ecological balance is disturbed, it is very, very difficult to recover. I'll give you an example of Delhi, which is a metropolitan city of the country, which was highly populated. Not only in India, but it was ranked in the world, top 3 most populated cities of the world. Delhi was ranked as number 2. So this was a big question, how the people would survive in the capital of the country. The current government, that is the Kejriwal government, had to take some major steps, some severe steps, like they started functioning of the vehicles, of the running of the private vehicles on odd and even basis. Means the vehicles which have the numbers in the even format will run on Monday, then on Wednesday, then on Friday, then on Sunday. Means alternate days. And those with the odd numbers will run on the successive dates. Means again the alternate days. Like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, this will follow. So this was a step just to protect the environment. Now during this close down, when the lockdown was active, it is still active, the environment has revived. Means what the environment requires, it requires a rest even. We are harnessing it, we are exploiting it every now and then, which would turn out a big failure for all the human existence. Not only we, but our coming generations would be put to a great loss. It is not a loss to the present generation only, but the coming generation who are about to come, they will even face certain difficulties which will not get over on an easy hand. Like there is a tragedy in Bhopal, Bhopal gas tragedy, it is basically known to be as Bhopal gas tragedy. It was in the year 1985 or 1990 is the time when this tragedy took place. There was a gas leakage in Bhopal, and through out of which the gas spread into the environment and it actually harmed the lung system of the elderly people and the young generation or the newly born infants. They were actually under severe danger, and still it is not cleared over there. The people are facing the difficulty to breathe in when they turn out old or when they turn up to a certain age. So that is the way when the environment is not refreshed, when the pollutants are not reduced, then it is it will directly harm to the individuals or to the sections of the society or the population of the country. So it is the duty of every one of us, at whichever level, even planting a tree would do much to our environment. So let all of us take a pledge that on our birthdays, what we do, we distribute goods, we distribute sweets, we have different sort of parties. In spite of spending in such areas, it would be better if we place that every one of us, the moment I turn, my birthday comes, I'll plant a tree. Let's take one pledge. Till you turn 60, 70, means in your lifetime you would have planted 70 trees. So that would be a great source of oxygen, great source of mineral resources for the coming generations. Or the coming generation would be much filtered one or much easier one to live at such a place. Hence, we should be very careful in using our natural resources and very particular in protecting our environment. It is the utmost duty of every one of us, no matter in which remote area or in the township area, wherever we live. It is the utmost and the first and the foremost priority of every human being should be that they have to plant so and so number of trees in their lifetime. Thank you, class. Take a very deep note on this, what I have said, that when your birthday comes, in spite of having a fun, in spite of distributing sweets, it is much better that you plant a tree. That will help not only the present generation but the coming generations. Thank you, class.